The life of a targeted individual. This is my baby daughter. And when you Google her name, and I'm sure there are others, the Kid Israels, I see a lot of them on Facebook. But yet, when you Google her name, this is what comes up. All of these are jail pictures. And she can tell you each time of these jail pictures that she went to jail. And the whole thing started of her going to jail was when they took her from me and put her in foster care. The lady she was staying with, my daughter, had one bra and one pair of panties. My daughter thought she can go in the store and steal her a bra set. And that started all this jail shit. And she was a teenager at the time. She went to juvie for it, and I had given her a ring, you know, and when you go to jail, they take your rings and shit, and she never got her ring back. Never got it back. Nobody even cared to get her ring back. And this is why it's hard for her to get a job. I told her that. Oh, they like her when she goes to the job interviews. I mean, when she goes for the job and they call her back for the job interview, everything seems to be fine. But they never call her again. Because they Google us. Jobs are starting to Google you. When you go to the job, they ask you for if you have an email address. And along with your email address, they Google you, and it'll even say, hey, you have a Facebook. And they have ways of getting on your Facebook, so you have to really watch what you put on the Internet about yourself, because employers now are going on the Internet. And these are the first 5 pictures that they show of my daughter. This is called targeting. They should not be able to do this or get away with it, but they can. And instead of killing her, this type of targeting kills you right the fuck off. And each time my daughter went to jail, it was bullshit. Bullshit. And she's in the foster care. They won't buy her bras and panties, but she was at home and had a lot of it. She never had to go and steal bras and panties. What? Why would she have to do that? But then when DCL took her and put her with another, and they're called foster. Because they're false. They just spell it a different way, but you're still false. Put her with this false fucking parent and paid her to keep my daughter. But yes, she would not buy my daughter underclothes, and my daughter had to go and steal it. And that started this jail spree thing. One of these pictures, she was put in jail because she was pregnant at the time, and she was with 2 other girls. And my daughter was like 19, the other girls were 17. They were stealing. My daughter was not stealing. My daughter didn't even walk out the store with them. But yet, my daughter did the time for the stealing, and my daughter was charged with the stealing, but she stole nothing. She wasn't even with. She walked in the store with them. She did not walk out the store with them because they were stealing. And from that, everything just began to fall down in her life. My baby G is only 23 years old. When I was 23, life was like grand. It was okay. It was this and that. I had just learned of Yahweh. My life was like in heaven. And my daughter at the age of 23, and she was like this before 23 because they took her at the age of 15. Her life has been a total hell. This is DCF, this is Florida, and I help my brothers whoop your motherfucking ass. For everything that you've done to me, my family, my Abba, our nation, hope they whoop your motherfucking ass. Now, after these 5 pictures, comes these pictures. And this is a picture that I have, well, you know, we made Yahweh Etsy page, and it's in my daughter's name, so that's why that picture is there. And these other pictures, these come from, that's Facebook, that's my son on Facebook, and these other pictures, and she doesn't even have this as a picture, I do. Close that door, Yako. You know, but the other pictures just get smaller and smaller and smaller. She has a Facebook, she has a MySpace, she has other things. But how come those things are not on there? This picture here is not on her page, that's on my page. Okay? And none of these, I mean, come on, you could have put other pictures of her on here, but you put those first. And the CIA, they know what they're doing. This shit ain't just here for fun. And here's a Want Your Media thing. Whose is that? More than likely it's mine. I don't have a Want Your Media picture. It's not like this, so there has to be a video. And then you go down further, and here's other motherfuckers. And I mean, what do they have to do with my daughter? I don't know. My daughter doesn't know. These ching chang bastards. See, that's a ching chang motherfucker. Looks like he's holding a gun. I wouldn't put it I wouldn't put it by ching chang motherfuckers to be part of our targeting, because all nations are going to come against us. It's called targeting. All nations hated Judah, and they hate my daughter. Now, see, right here, this is her name, Zakiya Israel Ocala. Always let people know when the fuck you live. And this here is her Facebook page. You know, they could have took pictures from there. Zakiya mugshot, you know. There she is, Zakiya Israel on Etsy. You know, and then Zakiya Israel. People search and directory services powered by, you got to open it up to see, and the computer's so fucking slow, I'm not going to open it. So I'm going to cut this here with short, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to pull up mine. Now, I was at my daughter's house yesterday, who usually is a pony number one, but yesterday she wasn't. I guess her handler either was asleep or had some form of appointment, or maybe it was on a holiday, who knows. I had the bestest time with my oldest daughter yesterday. I mean, we laughed and everything. I wanted to record it, but a lot of things we were talking about was dealing with a lot of personal things that's dealing with her and her twin daughters, who are now 18. Praise Yahweh, happy birthday to my twin grandbabies. And, you know, she was talking serious things, but she was making it so funny. Man, I had a really nice time with her, and that was the always. Me and my children are always sharing things that goes on in our lives, and we were always laughing until this targeting stuff came along. They began to play in people's brain cells and shit. Yesterday, we really had a nice time. So I showed her this on my phone. I showed her Zakiya on my phone, and I explained to her how Zakiya is being targeted. And then I showed her mine, and I'm going to show you that one. And then we went into my oldest daughter, who has been in jail too. They did not show not one of her jail pictures. So my oldest daughter, who is Kiela says, well, maybe it's just Florida. I said, it could be, you know, logical, common sense explanation. Let's go see. So on my phone, I Googled my other daughter, because all of us have been to jail. Everybody in my family has gone to jail. So I Googled my other daughter, which went to jail for some stupid shit, also in Florida. I mean, real live stupid shit. And she didn't come up, period. So, of my children who all went to jail in Florida like 1,000 times for stupid, petty-ass shit, is my son Samson. So I said, okay, well, if this is happening in Florida, let's go and pull up Samson. And I typed in Samson's name. And nothing came up on Samson. It's all up on my baby G. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I guess I'll make another one, because, you know, the machine's so slow. So I wait for it to come up, and I'll make another one, and I'll put that one up so you guys can see how they are targeting me and my children, because oh, there you go. Oh, Bettina Jenkins mugshot. Never saw that. But now it's there. Been looking for it forever. I mean, I found it a good while ago, but now it's actually right there. And normally when I put in Bettina Jenkins, you get this Bettina Jenkins bait. And I want you to see the images. Looks like it's going a little faster since I cleaned it. Now let's go into, see, B-E-T-T-I-N-A. Did you mean? Hell, fuck no, I meant that. It came out on the other part. Now, This is mine. Y'all tell I'm busy. Leave me alone for a minute. Let me get through with this and then I'll come and help you, okay? Now, this is mine. However, this is me. That's my mugshot in Florida. And I went to jail for some stupid bullshit, too. They could not prove it. They just threw me out after 10 months. Fuck the motherfuckers. This is mine. But the rest of these things have nothing to do with me. Nothing whatsoever. However, this pink chick right here, this Bettina Jenkins-Beth, keeps coming up with me. I don't know who these pictures are either. They just like to play fucking games with you. And then they'll give you some common and logical explanation of why it's set up like this. It's set up like this because we're targeted. And as I said, now I'm going to go and get my son Samson, but I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to go get my son Samson, and I'm going to go and get my daughter. And I'm going to prove to you that my baby G is being targeted. Shit talker? Out. Like you